on the same page here. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the three. It's good. And they'll push. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Pittman.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Got out of trouble and throws. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
I think oftentimes for a quarterback, accuracy goes down a little bit when you're not thrown from the pocket in a good throwing position. Every time you scramble, every time you start running, you really got to make sure that all of your fundamentals are in check. And that time, the quarterback just got a little bit out of whack, and that affected the accuracy on that throw.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Wants to throw on first down. He's going to fire deep. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
He'll bring it out. It's Webster. He gets a block. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touch. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They had this thing in a hammerlock at half, going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Floating away. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the big fella. Pulled down for the tackle. Line is set on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the third down pass is knocked away by the D.
Great third down defense right here, playing zone coverage. Understand the ball's going to come out, sitting around the sticks area, breaking on the football, and batting the ball down.
Punt is in the air. Boy, that seemed to be prime return. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play.
He tries to take the top off. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Caught over the middle. It's Bates. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. The Seminoles will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. That nifty return sets up the offense. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Gonna let it fly. He's got it up to 30. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Davis.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
To the air on second down. Fires downfield. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. Reels it in. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game. Possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we see a squad from the ACC, the California Golden Bears, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Florida State. Looking downfield on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. He's going to run it. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking to fire. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Fires to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there. And the quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
And the Seminoles come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. He'll pull it down and run. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. And the Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it inside the 15. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the...
And he'll step into the end zone. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off. He gets a positive gain.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stop for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Here's the heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The Noles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Trying to escape and get it himself. Snowed under by the defense. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. This will likely be the last play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. No good. Looking to throw on first down. He throws it back to the left, a risky ball. Makes a grab for a big play. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Makes the catch. It's Davis. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Now sliding to his left. Looking deep. Brings it in down the left side. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Here's his offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Touchdown, no! Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. He'll pull it down. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future. How about that 4th down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense.
Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on 4th down. There's just nothing they can do to stop it.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He'll settle for some... You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning... When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road in this high... Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's going to take a shot right away. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he got it. The Seminoles are threatening on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Lost one deep down the right side. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. He'll take another shot here. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Returns it all the way back to the drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He gambles and throws one all the way back to the left. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll start this drive with a pass. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. He's not afraid to go deep. Pulls it in on the left. He's brought down, but this freshman is not afraid to take a shot. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Makes the catch on the left. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. The throw. Trying to bull his way in. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Scores on the sneak. The offense starts this drive in the shadow of its own end zone. Looking downfield on first down. He's taking the shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew that.
Going downfield for the big play. He's got it down the left. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Seminole! Defense really missed an opportunity to keep them backed up there. It's 1st and 10 from the 23. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, no! They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires it down the seam. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Looking for the goal line. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. The huge explosive play sneaks into the end. This offense has it with really good field position. To the air on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And give. They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better.
Welcome to Blacksburg and Virginia Tech, the home of the Hokies. And don't forget, my son. He'll start this drive going to the air. He's going to take a shot. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Great place to start for this offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He takes a chance and fires it across the field. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Wants to fire on second down. He'll throw it. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he wastes no time and comes out throwing. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Florida. Going right to work up top. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to let it go. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. He'll take another shot here. He's got it inside the 30. He's loose. And he... wants to throw on first down. He lets it fly. He's got it on the left. Running room in the middle. Slippery. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Looking deep. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break up. And make sure that throw falls incomplete.
One more snap for halftime. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender. That pass interference call will give us one more untimed down in the half. Looking to throw on first down. He's not afraid to go deep. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And he's dragged down after the... starts a drive trying to go up top. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Trying to get behind the defense. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has...
Oh, he wants it all. Makes the grab. Touchdown. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. And get... Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking for a deep man. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. And we have breaking news. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw